Hello everyone, and welcome to session 13, Revelation. Revelation, a little bit of a throwback stylistically. After coming through the New Testament Gospels and Epistles, this is a section that finishes the New Testament, that concludes the Bible actually, it's apocalyptic. Written in the first, very early 2nd century to a group of people following the Jesus way who were very oppressed by the outer society. No doubt written to people who, because of their faith, were being oppressed by the Roman Empire. And things were frightening and things were difficult. But really, let's set that aside for a moment. What do you know from popular culture of the book of Revelations? Revelation is an example of apocalyptic writing. Apocalyptic writing is generally filled with images and metaphors about battles between good and evil, often depicting the end of the world. To Christians found themselves in constant danger, these sorts of stories gave courage. Revelation reminded them that all was not lost, that there was hope. In the face of war and violence, Revelations tells a story of lasting peace. It's about a final victory for those who pursue righteousness and justice for the oppressed. It echoes Jesus' resurrection, where God conquers death and gives eternal life. Even if the skies rain meteors and the rivers turn to blood, we don't need to be afraid, because God has power over all things. God has promised us a future. Hear these words from Revelation. This is the 21st chapter, and beginning with the first verse. Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and the sea was no more. And I saw the holy city, the new Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, "See, the home of God is among mortals. He will dwell with them, and they will be his peoples. And God himself will be with them. He will wipe every tear from their eyes. Death will be no more. Mourning and crying and pain will be no more, for the first things have passed away." It's a lot to ask of a group of teenagers from suburban Philadelphia, from Delaware County, to think about what it would be like to live in a frightening, terrifying, oppressed, unjust society. We've been blessed. The book of Revelation was written to people in quite different circumstances. But the promise, that's for us, as well as the people that John was writing to as he wrote the book of Revelation. Have a look at Revelation, see what you find there. Have a good look through it, and we'll see you again soon. Goodbye now.